Hello, welcome to TFAC Talks presented by the Tryon Fine Arts Center. I'm Andy Millard, and we have been checking in with some extraordinary arts personalities in the Tryon area. And my guest today is Monica Stevenson. You may know her, you may not know her. Either way, that's fine because you are in for a treat. She is an award-winning commercial photographer, cinematographer, fine artist, and director based in New York City and Tryon, North Carolina. I cannot begin to describe the originality, the singular beauty, the technical virtuosity of Monica's work. Her list of commercial clients is a who's who of international brands, from Chanel to Coca-Cola, from Mercedes-Benz to Target, from Ritz-Carlton to Wendy's, and that's barely the tip of the iceberg. I cannot wait to learn more about this incredible person, so let's get right to it. Monica, welcome to TFAC Talks.
Hi, Andy. Thank you very much, and hi, everybody. I certainly hope I can live up to my introduction. That was pretty incredible.
Well, I am so glad to have you here. Where are you right now?
I'm sitting in my studio on Canebrake Road. It's my printing studio. I have a shooting studio in Green Creek, but this is my printing studio. And we're near Harmon Field.
I think that one of the things that marks a true artist, I mean, I've spent a lot of time on your website recently, and one of the things I think marks a true original artist is that their work is really unlike anything you can find anywhere else. And I would say that is certainly true of you. And I always wonder how somebody like you got into what you are doing. How did you get started?
I mean, I've done absolutely nothing else but photography and image making as my entire career. I went to college originally as a journalism major, writing, and then I dipped my toe in the waters of chemistry and calculus, which were fascinating, but I realized they weren't career making for me. And then, as a little kid, I had always watched my dad make prints. He was an amateur photographer, and he used to make prints in the bathroom on the weekends, and I would sit there on the closed lid of the toilet with my, feet not being able to reach the floor, and I would just watch him do it. And I mean, it's such a meme, but that red light and the white paper that gets dipped into the clear liquid and all of a sudden an image appears on it, it's, unrepeatable.
Yeah. I've heard in your speaking, I've heard little cues that make me think that you might be from like Canada or somewhere near there. Am I right on that?
Well, it's interesting. You're close. My husband says that my accent is a combination of English and New York la-di-da. But my dad was British, and my mother was Chilean and German. So, and I grew up for part of my childhood, I grew up in Australia.
Wow. Okay. Well, I never would have guessed that. How do you split your time between, because you're in Tryon now, how do you split your time between Tryon and your other city is obviously New York?
New York. It's mostly Tryon, obviously now, during these trying times, it's all Tryon. What I do, I live here permanently. I have a small place up in New York that I share when I go up to work. And in normal times, I go to New York about once a month, twice a month on a busy week, on a busy time. And I do some shooting, shoot some jobs, and then come back here and enjoy, my wonderful life down here. Yeah. So it's about 75-25.
Okay. You were talking about the coronavirus situation. How has it affected your work?
It's interesting. I thought I would be more quiet, more with much of a much slower schedule. But my go-to is freneticism anyway. I have a very, very kind of frenetic personality. And what this has done, it's made the industry in New York is pretty much shuttered, unfortunately. There's a black curtain over the photography industry. And so I've spent my time over the past couple of weeks and months doing down here smaller jobs, but more frequent, to keep things afloat. And they're not, some of them are try-on clients. I have a client in Vancouver. And, so people send me things to the studio, and I'm a still life photographer too, by the way. I usually don't shoot people. I do, but most usually I shoot still life. And so the product is sent to the studio and I work on it. And I've been doing that. I've been doing a lot of personal projects. It's been, the silver lining in all these kind of tragedies is that for artists, I think we have a little bit of a rebirth. I don't have too much time when work is, freight training, to spend a lot of time on personal growth. And, unfortunately for many people, it's a bad time, but for me, it's been a very growing and fruitful time.
That's really interesting. I see you've got a bunch of stuff on the table back there behind you. Obviously, some of the things that you're working on. Do you have anything that you'd like to maybe share with us?
Yeah, sure. I'll pull something off the top.
Okay. Oh man, I want to be that guy.
See it?
I want to be that guy. Yeah, show them the. Oh, there! Look at that. Yeah.
So there's the guy. There's the horse, and where's the dog? That's back. There's the dog. The dog is Sahara. The horse is Quality Girl, and the guy is Todd Minicus. He's a very well-known and talented jumper rider.
And is this just a project that you've been working on just here recently while you're in town, or?
I started this project almost a year ago today. Some of the pictures displayed at the Equestrian Center in Tryon last October. And we called it Esprit Decor. And as I had mentioned before, kind of erroneously, is that I usually don't shoot people, but this project was pretty much all people. And I wanted to sort of focus my lens on, in the beginning, just the equestrian community, but it was the support staff of the equestrian community, the people that do a lot of the work that keeps it going, but are never really the face of the community. The grooms, the farriers, the braiders. And then it just expanded. I met so many interesting personalities and heard so many fantastic stories that it was a huge turnaround for me, because now I consider myself a portrait photographer, and I could never have said that a year and a half ago.
Well, that is definitely a portrait that we are looking at there. So now you and I are both on the board of directors at the Tryon Fine Arts Center, TFAC, and right now our programming has all but shut down. And you, however, have been spearheading a special project for TFAC. Would you mind talking a little bit about that photography contest?
Sure. It was a weekly. It's changed to monthly now that the shutdown's kind of loosening up. It was a weekly contest, and I believe we've had 7 weeks of it.
Right.
And with subjects ranging from, of course, the ubiquitous pet photography. We had black and white abstract photography. We had photography that was nostalgic, photography that showed generations. And it was so interesting for me to see. I expected, in a way, the first contest to be the big, to do, and then for the popularity of it possibly to wane as people thought, oh, I can't do this, but it did exactly the opposite. And I could see the growth. I saw the creative growth in the contestants. And the last contest that I judged was the black and white abstraction. And I was so impressed by the level of creativity. I mean, it just blew my mind. Wow.
Well, I want you to know, my dog is still upset that we didn't win. The pet.
Which one was your dog?
He looks a lot like this, and he is alive. I mean,
he is.
Regardless,
Sure?
Yeah, he's totally. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I must be very boring.
No. He can't hear you. But he's used to this anyway. So, yeah, that's Riley, and yeah, I mean, just the pictures, even from the pets that people think that all of our pets are special. And I really was amazed at the creativity that people came
Yeah.
up with
Yeah,
with
people
animals.
really dug down deep. It was fantastic
Yeah.
to see.
So to learn more about the TFAC photography contest, visit our website at tryonarts.org. And to learn more about Monica Stevenson and her incredible work, go to monicastevenson.com or monicastevensonphotography.com. They are both stunningly beautiful websites, and
Thank
I
you.
recommend them highly. Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, Monica, thanks so much for being with us.
Sure. Have a good day, everybody.
Yes, and thank you for watching this edition of TFAC Talks. Stay safe, and for everyone at the Tryon Fine Arts Center, I'm Andy Millard. We'll see you next time.